Sometimes it's hard to like unapologetically be you.
One thing is that people really do influence you in what you think about yourself.
It's a character builder.
It started off like really innocent. I just, was working out, eating only 3 meals a day, no snacking, and then it kind of went downhill from there.
It wasn't even necessarily always physical, but I always felt like I was really quiet. And I just felt really shy and very like self-conscious and kind of insecure around people.
I'm definitely really paranoid about the way people see me as caring too much.
I've grown up with girls always talking about our stomachs and our thighs and our noses and our acne, like, oh, I don't like this and I don't like that. And it's like, sometimes I look at them and I'm like, really? Like, you're so beautiful. But then again, I know exactly what they're feeling because I get that way too.
My stepmom was just very negative, and so I was overweight in elementary school, and so she said lots of mean things to me.
A lot of the times when people who I would see as skinnier than me or prettier than me complained about, how they didn't think they were skinny enough or pretty enough or anything like that, it really kind of made me think, well, if you're not skinny enough, then I sure as heck am not skinny enough.
Like, I'll be thinking about, myself, and then, that comes up, and I'm like, there's no way that somebody else could like me if I don't like myself.
It's hard to see people go through that and kind of stress out about these sorts of things and hurt themselves because they try to fix something about themselves. It doesn't necessarily need to be fixed. And to see someone put themselves through that because either other people pressure them or they pressure themselves or society as a whole pressures them. And it's just really sad to see.
I knew this girl in high school who you never see it. She was very positive. She was very funny. But I was at a church thing, and she came out to everyone saying that she had tried to kill herself through taking pills because she thought she was fat.
It's definitely something that I've struggled with my entire life, and I'm pretty sure it'll be something that I continue to struggle with for the rest of my life.
I hold myself to very high standards, and I definitely beat myself up when I don't meet them.
It affects me more inside, so I just kind of hide from the world.
And it causes me to back off a lot, and then I internalize everything, and sometimes it can be really, really destructive. It's definitely a stressful situation when you can't communicate with other people out of fear for what they might think of you.
It just makes me feel like that everyone else has it together, so I need to get it together myself and put on the best version of myself that I can, even if it's just an act or a show.
After hanging out with someone, I'm like, why did I say that? Like, why was I acting that way? Like, why couldn't I have just been myself?
Just overthinking everything way too much in terms of how I dressed or acted or what I said or what I did. And it really hurt a lot of my relationships and really drew me inside of myself.
I slowly began just to turn it all into jokes. I started to become really apathetic towards everything. I started turning it on the people, and I started to basically become the bully.
I have a younger sister, and I feel that she should have an example of confidence. It's important to me that I be that kind of example. I want her to be confident in her beauty, and the best way to show her that is for me to be that way myself.
So my second oldest sister, who's also my best friend, she is my role model. Definitely, I just see her, I see beauty and confidence. And I think especially growing up, when I would struggle a lot with my own personality traits and things I didn't like about myself, to always have her support and her love, and she really showed me what it means to believe in myself.
My girlfriend, who I'm still with today, she gave me the self-confidence to actually be happy for who I am as a person.
Well, there was my dad. He's more understanding and was able to talk to me without making me feel attacked.
In recent days, I've fallen in love with the character of Agent Peggy Carter from the Marvel comics. One of the quotes from the show that I just really love is I know my value and anybody else's opinion doesn't matter.
You know, would you tell your friend that she's ugly? No, but then you look in the mirror and you tell yourself that you're ugly. And it's kind of like you have to realize that there's a little bit of a double standard there, and other people see you in the way that you see your friends.
I think sometimes people see better things in me than I see in myself.
Every person has a story. Everyone has a good day. Everyone has had a bad day. And there is always something special about that person, whether they know about it or not.
I'm still recovering from all of that, but it's a big mental thing, and so right now I'm fighting kind of the battle in my head.
I'm acceptable no matter what. I'm good, and that if someone else can't accept you in that state, then maybe they're also the ones that have something to work through too.
Like, even if I don't have the greatest body type, I'm not the smartest, etc., I should never be complacent to who I am as a person.
There's something beautiful in all of us, I think. And I think each of us know that there's something unique to us, and I would say find that and focus on that.
If you can like be that positive thing to other people, even though you don't feel 100% all the time, somebody else needs that.
It's not worth it. You know, just stop while you can, while you're ahead, before you get too deep in, because, you know, once that seed is planted and it starts growing, it's really hard to get rid of it. It's like a weed that just keeps coming back.
I would say find someone who you trust a lot and don't be afraid to communicate with them.
You don't necessarily need to find someone to tell you you're beautiful as you are. You just need to find who you love about yourself.
I would say to start looking at the small things that you do like about yourself, and even making a list of those things, because I did that, and I've actually started getting a little bit better with this. Just finding the tiny little things that you do like will help you along your way to actually being able to love yourself as a whole.
Surrounding yourself, as cliche as it may sound, with people who love you and love you as like the work in progress that you are. Although that person may look perfect, you don't know their life, and you probably don't want it anyways.
They don't know you. They can't know you as much as you know yourself. And whatever they say, only a fraction of what there actually is. And you're so much better than what people see you as, or there's so much more to you than people can ever possibly see. And so don't let other people's fractured thoughts of you affect your whole thought of yourself, because there's always so much more than what they're saying.